everyone. Welcome back to Alamo Chess. This is part 2 of our Blitz series, Blitz to 1000. Our current ELO goal in the 5-minute Blitz time control is 1000. We are at 7:30 as of now, and we are going to press on. So let's do this. E4, let's go E5. Early queen move, we love it. Alright, knights are out. We will defend, get another piece out, get rid of the castle. Here, see what happens. Maybe we're also forking or threatening. We were threatening that to take that, but does it not happen? It's okay. A little castle. The idea of going back. I think we can get our dark square bishop in a better spot. Unless we just, yeah. Well, that happens. It's okay. We will just clap back if we can. And then he left this hanging, but it seems like. Now we're just hitting the queen again. Our knight on the black square is guarded by our bishop, so we are okay for now. And then he actually left this fork hanging, right? So we have that. What I don't like is, I don't like that. Are we worrying about that though? We could cover it first. So we don't have that anymore, but could we hit the queen again? Now, can he keep defending this square? I don't think so. Yep, so we will go for this check and got a nice fork on the king and the rook. I think we'll just shut up and take it. Move back, hit this rook again, or hit this other rook. And now, nice if we got a check. We'll go get our queen out, and I just hung it. Unfortunate. Well, we're still even. That was, yeah. It's been a long day, but we play on. It is, that happens. That happens. Check. That happens. We're not in too bad a position. Now this is just hitting both of these guys. Knight's pinned, queen's under attack. I promise that queen sack wasn't on purpose. That was just me being bad per usual. Check. That was a free knight. What, do you want to check again? We don't need to take that right now. We can go for a pawn. We'll hit the queen. That. Now we can't take. He couldn't take our bishop because we had that. All right, now we'll just we'll keep it simple and just clean up right now. You know, just get some pawns out of the way. Maybe we'll go ahead and promote. We're just taking there. Yeah. Just get our forces out of the way and just go for a nice promotion. He can take the horse. I really don't care. I really don't care. We're just going to promote. Just to lower our chances of stalemate, I'm just going to move my forces out of the way. Get our queen. Get the check. Take this check. I don't know what the fastest checkmate is going to be. We're just going to keep on checking them and pray we do not stalemate, do anything silly like that. There we go. There we go. Nice, beautiful checkmate in the middle of the board. How crazy was that? I just straight up lost the queen right there. But you know, it's when we lost it, we were still even in material, which was kind of nuts. So, you know, when that happens, it's like I know you're likely inclined to just resign, as if you lose your queen pretty early like that. But you don't need to if you're still even. You know, I was up a rook and then a few other pieces. I'll have to go back and check, but. You know, it's one of those instances where if you just, you know, you're still even in material, you're down a queen, but you're even, and you just play solidly, you can still pull out. All right, you know. So let's just, I mean, we got some time. We can see how we did. Opening computer says I was the computer's like, what the heck were you doing, Zachary? So let's see. Yeah, I mean, we played all right in the beginning. Yeah, so okay, so this pawn was just free for a while. I remember taking this pawn, but I could have taken it earlier, you know, without risking losing my knight to his knight. Computer still doesn't, also doesn't like this move. I think it's fine, you know, reinforcing the knight, but again, you know, this pawn has been free for 2 moves now. 3 moves now. And then we finally woke up and got that. And we were just kind of fighting for this nice fork that we did end up getting. And he just moved his queen into a really bad position overall. You know, there was just no way he could have protected it. We got our fork, cashed out, got our horse back, and then and then the best part of the game. This is now probably going to be a YouTube short now, so that's good, I guess. But they took it. We were able to take it back without breaking our pawn structure, which is great. And then he ran into then this was just a blunder. He ran into this nice tactic that we had. It was a good thing that we pulled our knight back from that fork, because then we were able to fork again. This knight straight up just got 2 forks in one game. We had the king and the bishop. when you obviously when you're in check, you need to address the check, and then we were able to take with our bishop. It was the correct way. We could have taken with our knight, but this was a lot. But taking with the bishop was a lot more powerful because it does. This is doing three things. We're taking a bishop. We're pinning the knight to the king, and we're also hitting the queen. And there was no easy way for the queen to defend this knight. I mean, he can't go here because then. And then, was there a way he could have? Yeah, no. I mean, he just had to get his queen out of there, which he did. And then that was just a free knight with check. And then this was fascinating. This part here, I saw this coming, but when this is happening, you're kind of swarming the king, and maybe your opponent has an enemy queen in your backyard. Yeah, they're going to be cashing out on pawns like this, but if you've got just a nasty attack going on, I mean, then you really don't need to worry about, these pawns become sort of irrelevant since you have, so many forces at your disposal. So, hitting this queen, and after he moved, I still was lined up this rook to get on a nice double attack with the horse to hit the bishop. I took that, and he had to take with his rook, which was covered by the knight. We take back with our knight, and he should not have taken the bishop. Maybe in a time crunch looked free at the moment, but it was not. Our knight was just right there guarding. Our knights were crazy this game. I'm not gonna lie. And in the end, it's now he's guarding our other bishop. So we just had really good knight play, and then the rest of it, I explained it as we were going. We just cleaned up a little bit, went for a pawn promotion, and you can ignore stuff like this. When you've got a clear pawn, you're for a fact they're going to promote. You can ignore attacks like this because where are the pawns going? That's it. You're interposing his remaining pawns, and that's it. They have no more forward movement. So yeah, that was a good game. Okay, we got 27 points out of that. We're at 761. Let's go to game 2. Good game. Huh. All right. Play a little Sicilian action. I like the Sicilian. It's kind of a hard opening, and it's complicated, but that's why we like it. We like complicated sometimes. Just tried to go for an honest pawn attack there. We defended it. We're in a castle. And just, keep things as simple as possible, develop. And we're going to open up our bishop on this diagonal. We can't really move. So when this happens, when they move their knight to the side like that, and we can just take it with the bishop, I like to just do that. Mess up their pawn structure a little bit. And now I can imagine, just move up, we can hit that pawn, that liability, and he doesn't defend it. Bishop's not defended. Right. What do you think? Do we take it? I say we just take it. He's going to take our knight, but whatever. really love to keep the my dark squared bishop alive. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe this is completely incorrect. But I'm looking at stuff like this. You know, with the rook, I have a super active queen, right? His knight's kind of out of the game, and yeah, he just kind of walks into this. So, just lost his queen in one move. That's yeah. So, good response. But you're down a 1 now, and we will capitalize off that. We're gonna move our knight up, and just get closer to checkmate. I think we can just. I think. So if we go here, he can't go here, right? So is that just checkmate? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, that took me a second to see that, but wow, that was just a steamroll of a game. Nice. Let's check that out. Let's again, we just opened up with the Sicilian. I mean, the opening was fine. Just kind of standard. So I mean, here we just developed like normal. And then this, I had mentioned this knight move earlier. Again, generally, I hate seeing knight moves like this because especially when your bishop is just straight up looking at the knight, because you can do this, and that's just it's not good. So if you ask me. This is one of those moments where it's good to trade, or honestly, it's better to trade the bishop for the knight. Like if you ask me, I think the bishops are a bit more valuable than knights. That's a whole debate in itself, and you might say it's situational, but I mean, I think situationally or here, I think this was in this situation, you're taking off a knight and you're messing up white's pawn structure. And it's a bit more dangerous to castle that way, and castling queenside. I mean, he could, but he's got pawns that are a bit extended. So yeah, I mean that was my justification to take that knight. I mean, in those situations, just take the knight, unless you have a better move. But and then we just went for that weak pawn. Yep, and we had this nice attack on the bishop. And I think that was the right idea, right? No, okay. Computer would have preferred if we had just taken or dealt with this threat in the center, but I don't know. I didn't like the idea of I didn't like the idea of not putting my queen in the center. But I mean, it was still an even trade though, and we just took that way. Yeah. So this is all right. I guess I could have gone for a. Yeah, I straight up missed that. I could have gone for a nice check with a maybe. Would that have been a fork? No, because then he could have gone here. And then what does the computer want after this? Okay. I see. We could have just followed him, potentially got his queen off the board. Okay, that makes sense. And then I mean, but it doesn't matter though, because he went for a queen trade, which I completely understand. Kind of. I would disagree initially because you're down material. I've got 2 points of material over him, and then you also just completely forgot I had a rook that just pins your queen to your king. So it makes yeah, that's a good. I didn't even say. So neither of us saw this. That could have been a nice way to save the queen, actually. Yeah, I mean, he would have lost that. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. So he could have blocked this way, and I guess to in response to that, I probably would have just taken. He takes back, and then yeah, that's probably what would have happened, but didn't come to that. He just went and took our rook in a desperado attempt. That was a miss. That was a straight up miss. Why is that? Did I miss a nice checkmate? Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess that, that threatens checkmate very quickly. Kind of defends all this. Well, thankfully I was playing a human and not a bot. Yeah, and then we ultimately found the checkmate after he made this mistake. I guess computer wanted him to take my knight, but I mean, yeah, this was just checkmate. This took me a second. I'm still working on, finding the most efficient ways to end the games, but we found it in this case, so good. That's good. All right, well, we've hit the 20 over pretty much over the 20-minute mark. I think we can end it here. I don't like making the recordings too long because but yeah, no, that was good. That was good. If you liked this, leave a like. You can leave a comment if you want. If I had missed anything in those games, please, I do appreciate and love reading some of the feedback I've been getting. It's really cool, the engagement lately. There's channel is slowly growing, slowly but surely, and but the engagement I've got so far, I mean, it's overall super positive, and it's just cool to get feedback from time to time. So yeah, feel free if you enjoyed this, if you saw any move I could have done or move I could have played that was better than what I did play, let me know. And if my openings get repetitive, like you've seen, I like to play Sicilian and Queen's Gambit, London, from time to time. If you have a opening you'd like to see me play, and like I said, feel free to let me know in the comments. But yeah, I will see you in part 3. We made some progress. We are 783 now, getting closer to 1000 in Blitz, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.